Bitcoin is starting to make some moves from its previous lows. Will it ever get back to its highs from 2017? I don't know, but there's three stocks that like to move right along with Bitcoin that you might want to keep your eye on coming up. What's going on, guys? Welcome to Own the Chaos. My name is Brad and I trade over-the-counter penny stocks. It's what I do for a living. It's a very volatile market and environment, which if you trade cryptocurrencies, you're right in that same boat with me. And so you probably will appreciate this video a lot more than folks who maybe trade something a little bit more conservative. So for you crypto folks, this is going to be the video for you, especially if you have a very diverse currency. If you're trading cryptocurrencies, but also still like to dabble in stocks, these three stocks are going to be for you. If you don't like cryptocurrencies, but you still want to trade off of that cryptocurrency momentum on stocks that are related to that with cold hard cash, well, this is the video for you as well. So I'm going to go over three that I think that are going to make some nice moves as long as Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies continue this trend back up. I'm not very, full disclosure, I'm not very deep into the cryptocurrency game, but I am very deep, obviously, in the stock market, and so I always follow the money. And having said that, I know that a lot of people see value in cryptocurrencies and in Bitcoin, so that is why I'm following this trend. Bitcoin has started to move its way back up from previous lows, and so therein is going to become some sort of chain reaction. And so we'll go over these three stocks. I'm going to show them to you on WeTrade HQ. All right, guys, so if you've never been to WeTrade HQ, this is a free platform that I've created with my partner Jake. It is pretty awesome. You can search your favorite tickers or cryptocurrencies and do technical analysis through our integrated trading view charts, as well as talk about them amongst your friends in our awesome user-friendly forums and our Discord group as well. So we have over 4,000 members within our Discord group worldwide, learning and growing and celebrating each other's success. It's pretty awesome. Check it out. It's absolutely free to join. So Bitcoin, right? So we're looking at Bitcoin on the daily chart, and as you can see, it's had some pretty steep lows in the $3,000 or $3,200 range, and has now started to creep back up and trend up quite nicely as of the beginning of April. And so what I'm looking for is penny stocks that also follow this trend. So the first one's going to be DIGAF. Now this is one that I actually played way back in the fall of this year. I actually played sub penny and made a nice run over 2.5 cents, but it has since gone through a low period because of some dilution, and that dilution still seems to be pretty present. However, the dollar volume that's coming in has been able to overcome those conversion of shares, and it's made a nice little run up since then. So this likes to follow Bitcoin. What's going on with DIGAF? Why do we care about DIGAF, and what's the relevancy with them and cryptocurrencies? Well, OTC Markets, pull up their company profile just to kind of give a brief overview. They talk about how they do their business model is based on service fee revenue sharing with participant payment processors. In addition to these innovations, developed of blockchain-derived fintech solutions are also underway. So that's the key word here. Blockchain-derived fintech solutions are also underway. And if you go to security details, the share structure looks pretty decent. As of April 8th, 2019, 222 million in the float, which means that they're not diluting that crazy, which again means that as long as the dollar volume comes in, those conversion of shares won't matter too much, just because that dollar volume, that retail cash is overcoming that conversion. So very low amount of dilution going on here, and that's what we like to see. Most recently, DIGAF has also put out a PR on April 8th, basically saying that they recently announced acquisition of Securiter online credit card security technology is only one part of the multi-pronged approach by Digitrade to become a fintech innovation-driven company, making cryptocurrency more relevant for ordinary situations and real-world behavior by consumers, merchants, and institutions as Digitrade's ambition. With security now on board, Digitrade will begin announcing series of cross-disciplinary actions of its fintech agenda with growing industry ties. So this all relates to cryptocurrency. And if we go back to the chart on DIGAF, if you can see here, this is back in 2017 when Bitcoin and cryptocurrency was at its peak. You can see how DIGAF definitely followed along with that trend. You can look, it almost looks like it absolutely mirrors Bitcoin from its highs up over $1 from its lows down here at 10 cents. So there you have it. DIGAF is going to be the first of the 3 stocks that I'm talking about today that you might want to keep your eye on as it relates to Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. So another good penny stock that you might want to follow as it relates to Bitcoin and how it moves is BTSC. BTSC, if we look at the chart here, same thing as DIGAF, right? It follows right along with how Bitcoin has been performing over the last several years. So just like DIGAF, BTSC follows right along with that Bitcoin chart as well. Again, if we go back and look at Bitcoin and how it's performed from 2017 moving forward to today, going back and looking at BTSC, definitely the same looking chart, right? We look at this chart, it almost mirrors what Bitcoin has done. And what does BTSC do? Well, if we go and look at their company profile, the issuer's business operations are each internet-based and are the mining of Bitcoin, virtual currency, and blockchain software development. Bitcoin mining is the process by which transactions are verified and added to public ledger, just explaining to you how Bitcoin works, known as the blockchain, and also the means through which new Bitcoins are released. So that's the business that BTSC revolves himself around. Now, to note, the float's a little bit bigger than probably you would look at. So if you're looking at the float here, see how it's very outdated? Well, when I'm looking at OTCs, I'm going to look at unrestricted OS and assume that that's what the float's going to be. So it's a little bit larger than DIGAF, but it moves just as easily as Bitcoin does whenever it starts to get going. You know, it ebbs and flows right along with that Bitcoin chart as we were looking at there. So again, DIGAF, BTSC, and the third one is going to be GBTC. Now this one's priced a little bit higher than DIGAF and BTSC. However, it follows along with the same chart. Again, look at this peak over at December of 2017, where we saw the highs of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, and it's actually starting to creep up a little bit as well. I mean, if we go back and look at Bitcoin, look at this chart. Look how similar it is to GBTC. It follows almost exactly to the T that Bitcoin has when we're looking at the charts here. And so this is another one that I think that if Bitcoin really gets going, we could see this follow suit right along with the other 2 that I previously spoke about. So what are they all about? What does GBTC do? Bitcoin Investment Trust is a private open-ended trust that is invested exclusively on Bitcoin and derives its value solely from the price of Bitcoin. Again, just going along with how those charts mirror each other. It enables investors to gain exposure to the price movement of Bitcoin without the challenge of buying, storing, and safekeeping Bitcoins. The BIT sponsor Grayscale Investments, a wholly owned subsidiary of Digital Currency Group. As of December 31st, 2018, each BIT share represents ownership of blah, 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 blah Bitcoins. The trust will now generate any income and regularly distributes Bitcoins to pay for its ongoing expenses. Therefore, the amount of Bitcoin represented by each share gradually declines over time. So again, directly related to Bitcoin and how it performs. You can't get much clearer than that. Going into the security details, I do like the share structure here. It looks much better than all of the other ones. No dilution to speak of. This is Morningstar rated. When you're looking at the 3 of these, this is going to be one of the better one of the 3 as far as stability goes. Really just follows exactly along with that chart. The share structure here looks fantastic at 171 million float. And again, you know, just a lot of good things going on with them. It's just, we forgot about these, right? We forgot about them because a lot of people forgot about cryptocurrency and Bitcoin unless you were real deep in the game, right? So unless you're real passionate about cryptocurrencies, these are ones you probably forgot about. But you know, that's why I wanted to kind of bring them back to the forefront, because it looks like Bitcoin is finally starting to make a move back up from its lows. And so I thought that these were 3 good quality stocks that I would bring to your attention to say, hey, you know, these are ones you're going to want to take a look at, especially if you prefer stock trading over Bitcoin. But hey, you want to follow the money? Here's how to do it. And I just wanted to further explain that I actually don't know a whole lot about cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin. I just know how popular it is, and I know how much money it can generate for stocks such as these. So I just go along with the momentum. And so that's why I was looking at these to begin with. I think that as long as Bitcoin continues to go up and people start to see a lot more value in cryptocurrency and Bitcoin again, then these 3 stocks in particular, I think will also make moves right along with it. You can look at those charts and see exactly exactly how they mirrored Bitcoin back in the past, and even as of right now. So if you're looking to trade stocks with US dollars instead of cryptocurrency, because maybe that's just not your game, but you want to, follow that trend as well, these are 3 stocks that I think you might find a lot of success in, and they're pretty cheap. So take a look at them. And if you like this video, guys, I certainly would appreciate a thumbs up and a subscription if you want to see more quality content such as this, as well as me going live every day during the midday around lunchtime, where I go over my midday market recap just to kind of cover the plays that were made throughout the day, as well as my Stock Watch Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you're looking to step up your trading game within the OTC or penny stocks in general, I do have a comprehensive course that goes along with a daily mentorship. Those links are down in the description below. Lots of people finding a lot of success in those, and I really couldn't be happier. It's pretty awesome to see people's lives changed in that way. So if you want to get yours, if you want to get in on that game as well, check the links down in the description. And that is it for me, guys. So as always, I will see you all before the bell, and B Smith is out.